Welcome to the Enlifement space, a place of consciousness and awareness and transcendence. May you, in these moments, have the awareness of this possibility of transcendence through allowing and connection. Vishna kan yano klasi vanyana socholivi nam ka chanakia tutu vanihenna kayana halieno sakya Venyam nekadio sishina kia ashinishna kenakle nokyo huna kia neveha Ilenhan klanya hosho iken lahana kaya nakosho Deheni pranakya osoya Ilemi sharahina kasha Dishne pekorosha Kenyen ha nekranoshinik ben lehik nesho kanaha laknena sishik ben jokra shanaka ivene kisha anda klachu namina kla nisha devo. Embracing this possibility of transformation seems to be far from the intellect's perception, but we see the body knows. The body knows and needs the encouragement to move with what it knows, in spite of beliefs and concepts and conditioning of the past. The beauty of the body is that it is always present. The intellect may be wandering who knows where, but the body is always present. So when we recognize that, we recognize what the consciousness is doing moment by moment. To each experience is bits of awarenesses, of possibilities, and also transcendence. When we realize the body's stability in the present, in spite of what the intellect mind is up to, so much of the time, the intellect is living in the past or anticipating the future, but the body is present. So we see we have a point of stability as this consciousness, as the body. When we recognize the body and the consciousness are synonymous. You can speak of the body, you can speak of the consciousness, and you speak the same language. The body knows. The intelligence of the body. I know the intellect is back there someplace as part of the intelligence, but it is often distracted through beliefs and concepts and conditioning, is fearful or anxious, or wants to repress or hold on to. But the body is present. So embracing the presence of transformation as the body knows. It doesn't speak words, but it speaks through feeling knowing. Feeling knowing is that transcendent awareness that takes place in the experience. To experience this in one's life is really the highest point of this existence. Once you can hear and feel and sense what the body is and what it's up to, you find you are consciousness. You are awareness. You are presence. You are happening. We are happening moment by moment, in spite of what's going on around us. The conditional consensus reality of the world is in turmoil, is in fear, is anxious about everything, is worried about the future, is regretting the past. But this body, this holy house of consciousness, is present and allowing and experiencing each moment as it is. So we find that the anxieties that we often feel, the repressions, those things are simply the intellect injecting into the stream of flow something that really doesn't belong there. When you ask yourself, what has that got to do with the body? You see, it doesn't have a place. That's just the ramblings of the mind field that is so tuned into the consensus reality that it scarcely knows what it is. And understanding that is great liberation. For you realize you are not being controlled by consensus reality or the conditional mind, beliefs or concepts of past, future, and present. It's simply eliminating those things by focusing the attention on the body itself. The body is a storehouse of knowing, comes through feeling. And when we trust our feelings about things, we have a very accurate direction, a very accurate insight. So we see we are not alone. We are this, the consciousness. To be this, to live this, to express this, and to enjoy this is the greatest thing for life. To realize that you are the embodiment of something far greater than what the world can recognize, far greater than what systems and structures have indicated, far greater than the beliefs around you. When you hold to the feeling knowing that is the body, you have a direct insight, a direct connection to what's happening. Ask the body, is that so? And the body knows. It says, no, that's just rubbish. That's just beliefs. That's just conditioning. Has nothing to do with me. It's outside. So we hold to this awareness moment by moment, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, moving in a direction of expanding awareness and acceleration of our possibility as the living presence that is the consciousness. And that, my friends, can be very contagious to those you run into, that you have contact with, because they will sense through the body, the consciousness that is there, they will sense something that is beyond the intellect, beyond describing, beyond beliefs, beyond conditioning. They'll recognize a certain freedom that is present, a sense of allowing, a sense of awakening, a sense of transcendence. So these things are part of our feeling knowing, are part of our unfolding in this body. We learn to trust the happening. We learn to trust this possibility as it continues to unfold. We learn to trust what we are as consciousness. That's the trick to living. That is the trick to transcendence. That is the awareness, all-inclusive isness of what the consciousness is doing, what it can do, and what it will do as you. Imagine that. You, the consciousness, the body, out there in the world, displaying a great awareness of higher possibilities and transcendence. We would see that that is very attractive to those that are wandering around in darkness and fear, stuck in the mind of indifference and the past, worrying of the future. For as consciousness, as the body, we are creating the future moment by moment through our direct experience as consciousness. So we are not idle. We are not without. We are with it as it unfolds in all things of life. Be aware of that. Allow it. Embrace it. Discover it. Appreciate it. Look for it. And you will see within yourself the very thing that this is, always is, moment by moment. Allow, embrace, discover, wake up to your potential as consciousness living beings.
Shantara says, thanks, Ishvara.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Anna and Slava say, thank you for your beautiful and wise words.
Thank you. Thank you for being a part of these words. We create them together.
And Shantara replies to your birthday greeting, thank you. Then someone who is designated as thank you, Ishvara, says, thank you so much, Ishvara.
Thank you, whoever you are. We really never know who is tuned in, so unless they're signed up to it. So we trust that there are those out there that are listening that we don't know about. And may they also be aware of what they are as this consciousness. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your love and your support.